Hello, Ron here today, and today we're going to talk about chelation therapy and why it's important for your daily regimen. Chelation therapy, most people, you may or may not know, chelation really refers to the medical treatment of removing heavy metals from the body. So, as humans and the owners of our body, we're given daily choices of how we can improve, maintain, or even impair our overall health. You know, all of us take care of ourselves daily in one way or another. Activities such as showering, brushing our teeth, washing our hair. Some of us work out, keep our muscles strong and toned. Every one of us eats to keep ourselves nourished. And some of us even take medicine and or supplements. But how many of us really take the time to counter silent threats that most of us are really unaware even exist? The issue of toxic heavy metals has been given a lot of prominence in the news recently, but it's and the American psyche is really young. That is so huge of an issue, but most people, and I would wager the vast majority of people, really have no idea how significant it really is. There was a recent study published in The Lancet, which is one of the world's most respected medical journals. It talked about how lead, and just lead, not mercury, cadmium, or other toxic heavy metals, just lead has a very major negative impact on our health. In the study, researchers concluded about 400,000 deaths annually are attributed to just lead. Included in these deaths is about 256,000 with cardiovascular disease. Now, the researchers associated individuals with a blood lead level concentration in the 90th percentile, which basically means 6.7 micrograms per deciliter, that these people had a 70% increase in cardiovascular disease mortality compared to those with a blood lead concentration in the 10th percentile, meaning 1.0 micrograms per deciliter or lower. Now, this suggests that lead exposure is an overlooked contributing factor to the cause of death from cardiovascular disease. Now, the CDC estimates that at least 4 million households have children exposed to high levels of lead. Now, your body does not have a natural mechanism to get rid of lead. So, as a child, if you have the lead in your body, it stays with you unless you get rid of it. Now, the agency suggests that public health action should be taken when blood lead levels are at about 5 micrograms per deciliter or higher. Now, that being said, most experts will tell you that there's really no safe threshold for heavy metals. Basically, no amount of them is safe in the body. Because heavy metals are so common in our daily lives and the inability to avoid or escape them really just does not exist. I mean, they're in the air, they're in the water, they're in our food, they're everywhere. You just cannot escape them. So the really only true option to mitigate their effect is by removing them. Now, chelation therapy with EDTA is an FDA-approved treatment for the removal of lead from the human body. The daily treatment of choice for chelation is the topical cream. Now, the cream is a low-dose option. It's safe enough to be used daily, even twice daily if you want. And the more exposed you are to heavy metals, the more chelation you should be doing. If you have really high concentrations of lead, you might want to explore the use of suppositories since the dosage is a little bit higher and the benefit will be more rapid. But overall, daily use of the cream really is an effective way to combat the negative effects of toxic heavy metals, specifically lead, that are in your body. Really, what this does is this makes chelation therapy just as important as brushing your teeth in terms of daily maintenance.